It's official. The transfer window of the political season is ever declared open. Because from what happened yesterday, it is crystal clear that the games have indeed begun. With this, I welcome you to the round table. My name is Showdown Odunayo. Of course, we have our usuals in the house, our guests, our analysts, men of our timber and caliber who understand the tricky waters that make up the political landscape, which is often our topic of discourse many times. Matters that are affecting the polity, are affecting the millions of Nigerian people. I'll be starting from my left this wonderful afternoon from Mr. Chukwudi Akasike, one of our bosses in the house. A very good afternoon to you, sir. You're welcome. And on my right, I have Mr. Decry, who is here with us today. Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here once more again.
Yesterday, what started like a rumor became reality, where the ADC is said to be the SPV, special purpose vehicles, of politicians who are opposing this government, the APC, the ruling APC, President Tinubu and his party. They've come together from various parties, from the Labour Party, from PDP, and many other parties, and together they are now in the ADC. It's a galore of politicians in Nigeria. It's the El Clasico of politicians, if you want to put it in that form. There's Raufu Aregbesola, from one time closest pal of the current president in their days in the opposition. There is equally, of course, the man with 6 million plus votes the last political election season. I'm talking about Mr. Peter Obi and his obedient movement. There's the man who came second and former vice president in the last election, former vice president of the Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. There's former governor of Rivers State and former speaker of Rivers State, former minister as well, Chibuike Rotimi Amechi. A lot of them, Aminu Tambuwa, senator, former governor. It's a very big movement. Of course, the chairman, former Senate president, and former military leader here in Nigeria, former military boss. Beg your pardon, it wasn't exactly number one boss. It was the top military official in David Mark of Benue State, the chairman, the new chairman of the ADC, leading. I don't think this was expected because they said it was ADA one time, then it was SDP. But what happened yesterday was a very big naming ceremony for the opposition party.
Yeah, I believe that, yes, the political event that will lead to 2027 has just begun, like as you said. And I believe that with the formation or the joining of ADC, Tinubu should expect a lot of fireworks from them. The game plan, we don't know yet. But what I believe that this ADC that is coming, what are the members like? Are they birds of strange birds of something or different? So we want to know, because inside them, when you see all of them, they have different agenda. There may be pretense that they have a common agenda. I know that definitely when push comes to shove, you will see different agenda. I hope it will not be like the ADC that what will I say, that had issues, the airline that had issues. So Nigerians expect a lot. Nigeria cannot stay without opposition, and as I said earlier, this one will make the current leadership to sit up and see how to bring Nigerians to themselves. My anger is that Nigerians have not been factored into this whole thing. If ADC will factor Nigerians in, we will know. How much will the Tinubu government factor Nigerians in? Because Nigerians are already saying, I got feedback from my colleagues, Nigerians are already saying that where are they factored in? That is what I want to say.
Okay, Mr. Liu, there was a naming ceremony in yesterday, and the goal is, according to them, to rescue Nigeria. Of course, there have been a lot of counter claims and counter attacks on this person. Some have said there's nothing about Nigeria they want to rescue. They are just disgruntled politicians, and they are just doing all this because they want to. They probably are not the same pathway with the president. and they are looking for their own food to eat and all that. But these are men of timber and caliber in Nigerian politics. Former this, former that, majorly. Which of these views do you share?
Well, as much as they have their right to freedom of association and whatever, speech and so on, they have a right to form this association. They have a right to pull out from one place, and it's part of the politics. Part of what makes us human unique, and part of what makes Nigerian politics also unique. We give room for this, move from here, form a alliance, form coalitions, and so on. How did the APC come about? How did the ADC, ANC, and so on come about? It's from moving away from normal norms to set up something and fighting for the machinery of government. But in this case, we now ask ourselves, like he rightly said, I asked myself yesterday, I said, what is the need for Nigeria? Are these guys just gathering because they have the political mozu, the financial backing to set up a new political party, or to drag in, to come to a new coalition with this ADC that is also an old political party to take power from the current power? Are they firefighters or are they arsonists? Are they coming to set more fire on our fire, or they are coming to quench the fire that is already burning us? So we need to look at that. But again, they are politicians. And this is the game for every farmer, every doctor, every nurse that is a member of that new coalition. This is how to play politics. It's right. They have the right to come and wrestle the machinery of government, but are they going to wrestle the hopes, the aspiration of Nigeria to a better place? How would they, is this current government failing? If this current government is failing, are they going to do better when they take over the machinery of government? What are they going to do? Somebody said in 2 years it will stabilize Nigeria, and I asked, in 2 years, can Nigeria be stabilized? Can you make the economy far better in 2 years? It's not possible. That's a lie. So, what is in it for the people? How will the common masses benefit from all this when we now come that day and say we want to vote? How are Nigerians going to react to this coalition? They have brought hope in one way that, okay, we want to give you hope. That's why they are setting up this coalition. But again, you ask yourself, is this not, what you say, a wine in an old bottle or a new wine, an old wine in a new bottle? Is this not the case? They've ruined their own political party or their party they were in before. They've made this party moribund. They've made it useless. Now they are forming a new one. Are they still going to make this one work? How would it? I hear Bolaji saying that it's a party for the people. And I ask myself, how will this party be for the people? Is this going to be that every Nigerian will contribute to the finances and has a say or have a say in that party? What is the yardstick? It's going to be Baba Sokwe, you are going to oppress
stakeholders, leaders.
You know, it says something when push gets to shove. So when it comes to election again, and let's say Obi did not get the ticket in that party, Atiku did not get the ticket there, would they support themselves, or would they also go and look for other avenue to form or to be contesting? So it's a beautiful game. Let's watch and see. Let's allow them unfold what they want to do for us.
Some persons have said, oh my goodness, I saw my role model with this, in quotes, bad person, this former, this, you know, we want a clean group, we don't want this. Oh, why is Atiku mingling with Malami? That was, you know. But are we going to import angels from heaven? Are these not the same people we are Nigerians know that can, you know, form a party or get power or something? Don't you think that, or do you think that they could have had cleaner persons, in quotes, with straight records?
You see, even in the Bible, say that some have sinned and come short of the glory of God. You know,
so for all have sinned.
For all have sinned, and come short of the glory of God. Now I see. Let's say they have repented and know that yes, Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians need to move forward as a people, as a country. Nigeria needs to move forward. And that is why they must come together and forge ahead, having Nigeria in mind that we need to save this country as it is. Because if the current government, you know, finds it difficult to save the country, it is not a sin for somebody to say, okay, I now have the wherewithal to save, or a group to say, we have the wherewithal to save the country. There is nothing wrong in that. And that is why we see, how far would they go? We are saying, how far would they go in, you know, persuading Nigerians to see what they want to do, and how far will they be able to fulfill their promise? Will they go there and get worse than what we are seeing? Because we have seen in the past how governments, succeeding governments get worse than what they met. Yeah. So how they have to bring out the technicalities of how they will achieve what they are promising. And not I will do this, I will do that.
What exactly do we want? Do they know?
Do they know what we want? Because what they are saying is that Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are. What is it?
They are always selling towards the ideas that they think.
Bolaji said something. Bolaji said something this morning that during UPM time there was ideology, and when time we mention UPM, what comes into the mind of even a baby is free education. Yeah. But PDP, what comes to mind? Nothing. APC, what comes to mind? Nothing. What is the fulcrum? What is the point? What are you targeting? No ideology. So we want to see this ADC, whether it will have an ideology. It's not just saying we want to save Nigeria. We want to save Nigeria is an umbrella word.
Very big. Very
what are you saving? What are you going at? What are you? Is it agriculture? Is it because agriculture will target hunger and kill hunger? So what are you saving? What are you bringing to the table? And how will you solve it? How will you achieve it?
The last time I had something like this was a decade ago, 2015. Of course, 2013 actually, but they coming into power was 2015. So this is another 2 years before another election. So it's more like the 2013 repeat.
Okay.
And the major forces then were Buhari and Tinubu and a group of other persons. Now the major persons here looks like Atiku and Obi and a group of other persons. So far, people have said the APC has taken us below what they told us they are going to take us to. Is there a possibility that in the next 10, 12 years we'll be saying the same thing about this group? Or do they really look like a rejuvenated bunch?
So when they start, they bring this very rosy cake, very rosy talk that you think can do it. But again, they have a long way to go. And in the sense that they have to prove themselves, as they have to win states. They have to win local government. They have to do it. See, the APC is enjoying something.
Yeah.
They prove to us from Lagos, from one state to two states to three states. So it's a tested political party that has shown that, look, we can do it. So this party too has they have to do a lot of sacrifice, and that's why it comes to that, look, if their sins are forgiven, if they're forgiven themselves and they want to work, they have to put their hands, get dirty. What is it that APC currently government is not doing that you think the people want and you can get it done? So go and get it done. It's not selling those bogus statements to us, umbrella word. We want to. Anybody can rescue Nigeria. You can, your definition of rescue for Nigeria is different from my definition of rescue.
Of course.
We all want different things in this same system. So, but they have to work and work honestly. When I mean honest, I mean truthfully, so that people can see what Bola said, that everybody, every member of the party will have a say. Not Babasokbe, not so if they can bring that to bear, which I doubt.
Okay, we have to move on to the next topic now. A couple of days ago, we saw some pictures we've not been too familiar with in recent time. The members of the Rivers State House of Assembly who are currently suspended, the governor suspended as well, Sasim Siminalayi Fubara, the minister, FCT minister, Inyeson Wike, all in the villa with the president, and handshakes here and there, and it looked like indeed they've all settled it. Reports of settlements, including reports that the chairman that will be selected, the persons that will be picked as chairman will not be from the governor, and the most important thing is that the governor will not be seeking re-election. Some persons have said, "Oh, a wonderful agreement." Like some other persons have said, "This is a slaughter." What's your opinion about the
for peace,
the new marriage?
For the peace of the people of River, I give kudos to the governor for taking that second liner. For the peace, you can't keep on fighting, and put the people at peril. For the peace of the people, and that is what it is to make sacrifice. If he gets back and he's able to work, does not mean he cannot recontest. After that, this first time, okay, let me go and sit down. And the people say, no, this is the governor. Let him come back. Who decides who rule? Is it not by vote? Is it not by people's concession? So, but to go back to run the machinery of government and prove to the people that, look, I am effective, I am far better, I am the candidate you need, I am the person you need, I can fix every of your problem. So he has to take that bit. So he doesn't need to fight any longer. Let there be peace. Let's work for the people. Let's give them what...
My opinion...
Is this democracy or Babasokpe-cracy?
That is, you can't call it democracy. If you see if you see the way Sim came in, you will find out that his hands, he didn't contribute much to his emergence. So what you see today in Rivers State is that this man stayed there for me. Whatever I want you to do, do it. And since the man failed to do it, the powers that be, whether for good or for any other thing, has come and say, man, you are not doing it, be suspended.
What is the crisis?
Now that he has come in, you will see the governmental power taken away from him. You will see a Sim doing things that ordinarily he will not do. What I also know, what will be pushed down his throat may be positive for the people, because I also know who is on the other side. What will be forced, I won't say forced down. What he will be told to do, what he will be told to do may be pro people. What he will be told to do may be anti people. It's left for us to see. Because what I'm saying is that the powers of governor, the powers of a governor has been somehow removed from him.
He does not have ultimate power all through before now. He has to battle with the legislature, the assembly. So he has the battle. What was the quarrel? Was it his quarrel between between him and the legislature?
I worked in Rivers for 10 years.
That reason, during
Amechi's time, Amechi used his 100% power. During Wike's time, Wike used his 100% power.
So who is not using?
I want to tell you that Sim does not have anywhere to see 30% power.
I disagree with you. He has a problem with the house, and they've solved the problem with
the
house. All you need to do is work.
The house belongs to. We know who the house belongs to.
That's your theory. That is
we have a powerful man in Rivers that run things.
We always have a powerful man
and you cannot. He did that because of his capability. We cannot. I won't come here to lie. Wike is very strong in Rivers politics. You can't remove that. And his successor did not contribute much to his emergence. Wike contributed more than 90% to his emergence. So who pays the piper dictates the tone.
Which tone? I really want to take you on this, but because of our time.
Now I'm wondering. You said it's still democracy.
It's democracy.
Where there are reports that there's a deal that you use just how many more years? Less than 2 years.
Who is going to decide if you are going to come back the next year? Is it the report or the people?
The people.
So why are you holding that as well?
It is presented the opportunity of facing.
So you need to do what the people want. When they say Fashola was going to, when they say, I'm quoting quote now, that Fashola was not going to allow to do this. What did the people say? Sorry, sir. What did the people say? People say they want him back. So
I want to appeal to you.
So that you can.
I want you to add next week. Add one topic. Add one topic. In the current democracy, are the people powerful or some godfathers?
The people have always been powerful.
Where?
But it's how they use their power.
Where?
This is the question I will pose to you now. Now there's like we said, reports that he has taken the deal. If he comes on board and becomes governor again, is there a possibility that he won't renege on this deal? Because you are saying giving me meat and you're telling me I won't give you this meat until you agree to just cut off the legs. The other part of the meat is not for you. Just take the meat and then leave the other one. Is there no possibility that he will say, I'm back here and you want me to leave this place, and in 2027 we'll see something greater than what we've seen in 2025?
As far as we are practicing Nigeria's brand of politics, Sim will tread with caution. He must have learned his lessons.
That's your thought again.
I'm saying learned his lessons because ordinarily I shouldn't have used that word. Learned his lesson in a Nigerian brand of democracy. I think understand. So he will tread with caution. No, he will tread with caution and know what the Baba Sokwe and what the Baba did not Sokwe. And so he will tread with caution and ensure that in carrying out his job, those what will I call it, agreements must not be breached.
Okay.
I so much disagree with you, but I think if he comes back and he can do the bidding of the people, everything lies with the people.
Stakeholders, we say, oh,
when we went on protest and we said we don't want it, if the people, everything, the power in this, the power of governance is still with the people. It's their determination, what they want, what they accept, what they don't accept.
Except
so
we are sleeping. Except we are sleeping in this country.
No,
the power has left the people.
The power is still
and
with
that's
the
why
people.
when you interview people on the other side, they will tell you the power have left the people. People will tell you the elections so far have been rigged and rigged.
So, you read what you can't win, or you read what you win.
We have to move on to that. Now, at all should not be anywhere near democracy.
Yeah.
But we have to move on to the next. Now, some persons are x-raying the president's term so far, saying that wow, he's doing a great deal of great things for Nigerians. Nigeria as a country will not forget the tenure of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu so far, because he has removed subsidy. The dollar problem is gone. We are no longer paying up for the naira, for the dollar, beg your pardon, for the naira to be at par with the dollar and all that. No dollar subsidy. What we are getting is what is on the market.
Yeah.
The country that is bleeding has stopped bleeding and all of that. But the Nigerian people, these gains we are getting from the reforms is bringing a lot of pains to millions of Nigerians. This is a very big irony, because while we are supposed to be going up, the pockets of the Nigerian people are going down. Things have become more expensive, even though the country is gaining more. But people can no longer live the lives they used to live. So who is actually gaining? Nigeria or Nigerians?
Okay, let me quickly put it that let us not fan ourselves that removal of fuel subsidy is an achievement. It is a policy that has been brought out. What has that policy been able to do to us? As Nigerians, the last time I told you people that what fuel subsidy means is that 60% of your earnings will go to government. And government has promised to do a lot with this 60%. And I had one government official saying, inflation has messed up the money, and that is part of my 60% he is talking on. He will be the judge on how to spend my 60% earning. That is what has happened to us. But somehow, government has said, palliatives will come. But palliatives has came in such a way that they say it's the poorest of the poor that it will go to. Me, I'm not talking about palliative. I'm talking about my earnings. My earnings should not disappear from my pocket as if I was robbed. So that is why the economy policies must come that will make my earnings stay with me, not disappearing like gas. I'm talking about Nigerians
so
now.
So you have the policy now and you are still hungry. I would have asked you 2-3 years ago.
I didn't call for the policy. I didn't call for the policy. You are saying that I've had the policy.
I asked you 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
What would you have preferred that these guys begin to steal our fuel, take our subsidies from all the I've answered, the economy bad?
I've answered that.
You agree with that?
I've answered that since. How many of those messing up with fuel subsidy have been in jail? About 1 or 2.
So that's what I'm saying. So now 200. The man comes and remove this whole shit. Remove this whole corruption that has surrounded this crude oil petroleum industry for a long time and said, no, let the market be free. We are still crying and still...
Well, you see, we are covering it with too much grammar.
No.
See, let me tell you.
What do we want as a country?
Okay, let me tell you.
Do we want corruption
let me
in that sector to come back?
Nigerians or Nigeria? Who is enjoying now?
The two are enjoying.
That is not true.
And Nigerians are benefiting.
That is not true.
Why am I saying that?
That is not true.
Hold on.
The government is enjoying. The government is enjoying carrying out its functions without complaining of lack of funds.
Don't
something. How can you say Nigerians are enjoying? No, Nigerians are not enjoying. There's no way Nigerians will enjoy fuel subsidy removal. What I'm saying is that hold on. What I'm saying is that if you remove fuel subsidy, it has removed something from me. Let me tell you, before Buhari time, I was buying fuel 25 liters for 4,500. Now I'm buying it for 25 liters. I'm buying it for about 23,000 naira. So how does it pay me? Things are increasing. The other time they brought 71,000 naira electricity bill. When you go to NEPA office, they will tell you that things have increased. We are saying that it is wrong for us to say that Nigerians are enjoying, because I know the meaning of enjoyment.
Benefiting it well.
How?
It's just that we refuse to see because we are still looking into what is happening in Egypt.
So,
we are here in Canaan. We are here in the land of milk of honey.
I'm not.
Instead of us to walk with what we have and the land with milk and honey.
I'm a Nigerian. It's hot.
Yeah, because you look back at Egypt.
Yeah.
Yes, because you're looking back at it. You're not looking forward.
I look forward, it's hot. I look backward, it's hot.
Wow.
It's even hotter forward.
If Dangote is looking back at Egypt, we won't have that refinery.
You can't use a rich man to
compare to what say that. That's
what I'm saying is that Nigerians are suffering. How can you use the difference between enjoyment and suffering?
Oh, come on.
How can you say Nigerians are enjoying?
Don't let us flog
So
it.
you agree that Nigerians are suffering while Nigeria is
big time.
We are working our milk and we need to focus it.
We're on the way
as
to
much
milk
as we are lamenting here.
Okay, we are on the way to milk and honey.
Money are making the money out of the system. Those who are getting richer from the same system that you are complaining about are making money out of
Who are those people?
Because we are not seeing it.
Who are when Buccaneers and Leviathans are making money and the poor people are getting poorer, you are saying Nigerians are making money.
The government has brought about student loan. The government the finances to other sectors has increased. Money to government has increased. So what we should be asking for now, is appropriate implementation of these things. You now have more money, please do more projects, do more work, do more road. We have coastal, let us also do the internal road between
I agree with you.
These things.
I agree with you.
Things, with the money we have made, we can now say, we are rest assured that our hands we are enjoying. Take for instance now the CNG. We've opened the market up. We have CNG, we have gas, we have electricity, we have all these
things you have built out. In reality, Nigerians are suffering.
Okay, we
I don't know.
You don't want to get to understand that. Look,
you
don't want to remove the hand of suffering. You also want to say that look, government is doing well.
I'm just trying to in 30 seconds reel out what have been said on both sides. Said it's utter in the front, is utter in the front, is hot presently, is even utter at the back. They're saying it's on the road to milk and honey. Unfortunately, time is not our friend. We have to bring the show to a close. Apologies, we are coming a little early this time around because of an internal event we are having in-house here. But of course, the show must definitely go on. So we decided to bring it a little forward so that we can still give you the juice like we always do. The round table, have to come your way regardless. We'll be here same time next week by God's grace. Tomorrow, the weekend begins. Tomorrow, we're here on Thursday. The weekend is around the corner. A very big thank you to Mr. Chukwudi Akasike for being a part of this.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes.
Like I always say, stay out of trouble. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye for now. God bless you.